So hi, awesome ones. You know, I'm always looking for different hacks and tips that can really help you to style your fashions and also in many cases save you some money too. Now in this video, I'm pretty sure that I'm going to show you some tips that maybe you've never seen before, so let's check them out. So first of all, are you noticing that a lot of purses and handbags these days have those chain straps on them? Well, if you're like me, you've got a lot of different purses that don't have those chain straps, but they do have a clip on. So I decided to start searching for a solution for this, and I found some great looking chain straps at Amazon, and I want to show you what happens when I'm wearing just a little black dress and I change the purse strap. Let's take a look. So here I have a lovely dress, and I wanted to add just a splash of color with a nice red purse, but this strap, it's way too casual for the look. But look, as I sort of clip this on here, what a difference it makes to just change it out to a more trending and elegant gold chain strap. Now, since we're on the subject of chains, do you remember how I always talked about those dainty two-tiered or three-tiered necklaces? Well, I bought one of them, but I found for the first tier, I guess, that my neck was too large, so I found a solution. I found this great chain extender from Amazon and simply attached it to the first strand, and voila! I can now really wear this jewelry and even use these chains on other necklaces. And by the way, those chain extenders, they come in silver and gold styles in different lengths as well. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that I have links for them underneath the description of the video and also in the comments. And I'm going to have some of the other items that I'm showing you here also there. So let's move on to tip number 3. And you know how much I love having a smaller purse. And I've also showed you the trick before on how I'll put a smaller purse into a bigger one. I do this a lot when I'm, changing up to a straw bag. I just put the small one inside of it. But what if I want to change, the complete look of the small purse? Maybe I'm going from an elegant little black purse to something else. Well, I've got a tip for that. So did you know that there are purse inserts that come in many sizes and even patterns? Now this is a fossil bag and I love to wear it, but sometimes I want to wear this designer graffiti one, for one of those fun days. All I have to do is fill up the purse insert, with things like my wallet, my lipstick, my Tide to go, that sort of thing, and drop it from one handbag into another. Easy peasy. And by the way, I would love, love, love for you to subscribe to my channel. And don't forget to join us in the comments as well. We have a great community of women here. And also don't forget at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every single Wednesday, I'm live at amazon.com/shop/awesomeover50. And I'm just chatting, like with my girlfriends. And what we're going to be chatting about are such things such as fashion and self-care and skincare and even recipes. So next I have a tip for the changing weather, and also it's great for traveling. Now I know some of you might have seen this before in one of my fashion videos, but I really think it deserves repeating. Inside this little pouch, and there's tons of other colors by the way, I have a full raincoat for a man or a woman, and it has a hood and it has a zipper. Take a look. So could you imagine if you're at an event or an outdoor concert and there's a downpour? Well, this handy pouch has a full raincoat, and while others are running for cover, you're enjoying the rest of the show, especially if it's just a sun shower. And by the way, if you're a worrier, Stay until the end because I have a really awesome tip for you. All right, let's get on to the next item. And as most of you know, when I order boots, I sometimes order a full size larger if they're really high boots, and a half a size larger if they're kind of ankle boots. And I just got in a new pair, and I find even though I sized up, they're a little bit big in the heel, but they're perfect for the toes and everything. So let's take a look at my solution. Now, since these boots, they fit perfectly except for the back around the heel, I'm going to put a couple of Band-Aids that are this size right around the heel part. Now, there are also heel inserts that you could buy, but they're a lot more expensive. And there are also commercial products for high heel shoes, you know, for cushioning the ball of the foot like these ones, and even corn cushions for those painful things that I just inherited. And by the way, if you're shopping online, this little gizmo is your friend. Most every outfit that I buy comes with a size chart. And if you're a little bigger, you know, around the girls, a lot of times I really suggest that you do all of your measurements, because sometimes in tops and dresses, I'm a medium. Other times I'm an extra large. And you know what? I'm willing to buy their version of an extra large so that I can enjoy the item and not have to send it back. So one thing I do when I see a trend like those chain purse straps is I really try to figure out, you know, what I can do to my existing purses to make them kind of fit into the style. And I also like to look at something like, hey, these boots are too big, how can I fix them without sending them back? Or this necklace is too small. I sound like Goldilocks here, but anyway. And I really love putting my thinking cap on for you, and I want to bring you lots more of these videos. So I also would like to know which one of the different items that I showed you was your favorite. So let me know in the comments. And now for all the worriers out there. How many times have you turned your car around because you thought, oh my gosh, I forgot to turn off the oven, or did I turn off that curling iron? Especially when you're going traveling, right? Well, I have a solution for you, and all you have to do is just take your cell phone and take a few pictures, maybe of the curling iron, you know, maybe of the front door to make sure that you locked it. And then when you're driving away, you're gonna feel really comfortable. And for me, in the wintertime, we have a space heater in our bedroom. The heat just doesn't seem to rise there that well. And it's a really good idea for me to take a picture of it so that I could just be reminded that I don't have to worry. So when I think about these tips and these hacks, I think about the old days when somebody, you know, they invented the washing machine, or somebody else invented the automatic dishwasher. Did you know that that was invented by a woman? Awesome, right? What I'm trying to do here is I'm just trying to find ways, you know, to maybe help you save time, or maybe help you rework items that are already in your wardrobe, or maybe help to upgrade to another trending style. And it's always my thought process here to help make your life a little bit easier, and of course, keep it awesome.